Well, it didn't take long for Tracy Lawrence to get discovered after moving to Nashville. Only a few months into his move, he was performing a showcase when he was discovered by the man who would become his manager, and it would ultimately lead to Tracy recording his very first album.
So in December, I was on that show, and some executives from Atlantic and the gentleman who eventually became my managers came to see another person that was on the show, and they liked me better, and the wheels started turning. I cut 10 songs in 2 days and did vocals on them, and had 3 #1 records in the top 10. So from the time I rolled into town to that record being cut was 7 months.
In 1996, Tracy would release what would become one of the biggest songs of his career. Time Marches On. The song chronicles the life of a family with many pop culture references. And for Tracy, releasing it was a bit of a risk.
I knew that it would have the biggest shock factor, that it would be a massive, massive record because of the shock factor of it, or it would die a violent death, and there was no in between. And it did just exactly what I hoped it would do.
After 3.5 decades into his career, Tracy is busier than ever with his own podcast, new EP, and one hectic tour schedule. And that's just the way he likes it.
I still love the change of environment all the time. It's never boring. It's always moving forward, and I like to be engaged in what's happening around me. I feel like if I sit down too long and I get complacent, it's just not a healthy thing for me.